Hello, 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 my friends. Anybody home? All right. Today is another day that we should enjoy. Another day that the Lord created, right? So, no matter what, I hope you can hear me and you can see me. Let me know. Hello, can you hear me? Alright people, so before we continue, please let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. And like I said, man, it's a very difficult time for Chelsea Football Club. So this is a therapy session. We need to talk. Okay, let it go so we can move to the next game. So we are going to wait for a few more people to join us, but in the meantime, you can ask questions and I will try to answer to the best of my abilities. Okay. So how everybody is feeling? Let me know how you guys are feeling today. Yeah. Let me go to the chat and see if there's people already in the house. Okay. Thank you people for being here. I can see people already in the house. Let me just fix something very quickly here. All right. So Perry, say hello. Ty, I knew the game will be boring on Chelsea's side. Okay, boring. Everything is clear and fine according to Mr. Baraka. Ty, I fell asleep in the first half until Chelsea missed his shot. Are you talking Chelsea, right? Not Chelsea, right? Or Chelsea missed his shot. I don't know what you mean by that, but yeah, you were not afraid of falling asleep this time. You were not afraid of dying, right? All right. Anyways, people, let me know if you can hear me and you can see me. And where are you from? Say hi to us before we do anything. So we're gonna discuss about pretty much everything, to be honest with you. What happened yesterday and where we go from here. Okay, what next for Chelsea Football Club? Because it's always start this way. One loss, oh yeah, just a blink. The second one, you can take it, and the third one is a crisis at Chelsea Football Club, right? But other teams, you can lose games, no problem. They're gonna give the manager as much time as possible. But at Chelsea, just few defeat with no consequence at all, if you ask me. In this stage, okay, no consequence. All our defeat, we can catch up with everybody else, finish top 4 or win the Premier League, and also top our group in the Champions League. But there are certain people, man, who will tell you that we have to win every single game. I feel the same like you, but I'm not deluded. I know that we are going to lose some games. That is normal. But for certain people, it looks like the end of the world for losing the game. You know what I mean? Let me just read a few more questions before we move. We use Lukaku as a false 9. That is another theory here, or another narrative. Good mornings. Yeah, Mr. John. What I say here, he's the man. If we had player on that level, like Hazard, Salah next to him. Maybe he will be the difference. My goodness! Now we want Salah. We want Hazard. We want top class, but we forget that those top class, when they were the same age as Kai Havertz, who is 22 years old, by the way. I don't think Salah and Hazard were at the same level. You know, they were struggling just like the young Kai Havertz at the moment. But I know what you mean. Playing now with Lukaku, sort of like playing two less attackers in the sense. Last season, it was how we stopped Havertz, Werner, Pulisic, and Mount all together. Now it's how we stop Lukaku only. Okay. I know what you mean. But what we didn't have Mount, right? We didn't have Pulisic suffering injury. So I don't know what the point you're trying to make here. They are not that bad like Kai Havertz and what do you say? Kai Havertz can have a master class today and he's gonna disappear for the next five games. That's the way he's been since he started at Chelsea Football Club. But I'm still very confident with Havertz and Ty. You're talking about quality here, okay? I completely understand. You're talking about those players because they are on their prime, you know. But you forget about when they started. It's not important how it starts. It's important how it's gonna end and how it's going. And I think the progress is going pretty good so far. And if you have to refer always to top class in their prime, and maybe you have to also think about how to use the players that we have already. Use Hakim Ziyech in his natural position and see how people are going to struggle to cope with him. Use Kalim Hassan-Odoi in his natural position. Twist the system a little bit because we've been found out. So it's not only about nobody is creating for Lukaku or nobody, you know, everybody just care about stopping Lukaku. It's not all black or white, Ty. It's too much. There is a gray area there. There's a red area. There's so much aspect that you can analyze instead of like the mindset kind of analysis, if that makes sense. But I know, man. I think we should just stop over analyzing everything and make things simple. With the players that we have, without Hazard, without Salah, without Mbappe, can we do something better with what we got? Yes. How? Twist the system, for example. Have more energy. The in-game management. Just try to do something with what you got instead of, oh, if we had big players, we were going to be. Because I still believe we have big players. Don't tell me like, that Ruben is not a good player. You know what I mean? So the system can make players average or world class. Fact. We saw it with Tony Rudiger, okay? Andreas Christensen. Average. Everybody wanted them to go so we can buy whatever. What happened? Change of system. Twist everything around, everybody working for everybody. They are protected and they've been looking like world class. But in general, some of them are very poor, just being protected by the system and assigned a specific role in a specific system. It can work. So yeah, not only by I completely respect your opinion, but I think you are overthinking. You are just overthinking, man. You must be a doctor or something. There we go. Another campaigning for ZH to it's time to go, like Claude said. Well, that is your opinion, and this is the problem we have. You always like envy other players, like, oh, look at Salah. Look, when Salah was at Chelsea Football Club at 22 years old, if he was in this current moment, you, Ty, was going to say it's time to go. And like I said, the system can protect a player, can make a player look world class, or can sabotage a player. Somebody like Hakim Ziyech, Kalim Hudson-Odoi, and Christian Pulisic, they've been sabotaged. That is just my opinion. Because they don't play in their natural position. We have to protect certain players to play in their natural positions, even if they are not doing anything. But for Kalim or Hakim Ziyech or Christian Pulisic, they need to be perfect in a completely different systems, playing different positions. So before I completely understand you, Ty, before you talk about the system and people need to go and all that, the campaign about certain people not good enough and we need world class around them, think about what you got. That was my example too. You can't let people go just like that and go by. Are you sure that the players that we're gonna get are going to do good in the Premier League? Look at Saul Niguez right now. Can you tell me something about Saul Niguez? He's struggling. It's still the beginning. I know he's going to perform good. We need to be patient, but at Chelsea we are not patient. So I completely understand the point you're trying to make here, but it's too much explanation time. Just like keep it straight and short, because it's too much explaining and I have to answer to other people. But you have a mindset without any context. You want those players because they were given a chance somewhere else to make mistakes and also grow from those mistakes. Salah, when he was at Chelsea Football Club, he was a young kid, 21 years old, 22, competing with many players in his place. He went somewhere else. He came back in the Premier League. He's doing it. The example I'm trying to give you here is like it's not the average players that you are trying to make it look like. Hakim Ziyech is not an average. Kalim Hudson-Odoi is not an average. We have world-class players if played in the right system, given a chance to grow. Growing is making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. There's nobody that will grow on the bench watching other players play. Fact, but sometimes fact don't work if you have a mindset. Okay, Mr. John, I haven't experienced how it feels to play in out of position or wrong position. Don't blame Kalim Hudson-Odoi and CH. That's exactly what I'm saying. People tend, I don't know what Chelsea, and this is the danger of playing a lot of FIFA, because people think that everything needs to be on FIFA. Everybody needs to adapt. Everybody needs to be awesome from the get-go. I have to improve immediately. That is deluded world. That is FIFA, my friend. Has nothing to do with the reality. Yeah. So, man, okay, so like I said, we have to move now. Let me just structure this live just a little bit. So, we have to move on, and we're gonna discuss also about what's going on between Antonio Conte and Thomas Tuchel, or the critics that he said that Chelsea don't know how to use Lukaku. We're gonna discuss a little bit about that, and what else? Yeah, we're gonna go as the time goes. We can find something else to talk about. So okay. So Ty, you just talking too much, man. You have some kind of mindset that when you have already your mindset that nobody is going to convince you. And you remind me of myself a little bit, like back in the day when I was maybe your age, like it's me or nothing. If I believe in something, even if you bring me any kind of proof, evidence doesn't count to me back in the day. But right now, with the age, with the experience and everything, I start thinking and considering also some other people's opinion. It's not because somebody made few bad decisions here and there from a different position, a wrong position on the field, that it becomes a norm. It's normal. He always makes the wrong decisions. He always does this and that. How about some of the decisions that he makes good, you know? People like Ziyech, okay? People like Ziyech, they try a lot. They're gonna lose a lot of balls. They're gonna make a lot of mistakes during the game. But few of the decisions are going to work. That's what the magic is. They lose balls because they try a lot. I don't want to compare him with somebody like Fabregas or whatever, because they are not the same players, but I'm trying to make point here. Because if I mention Fabregas, you're going to jump and say, oh, they are not the same, and create another debate. What I'm trying to say here is that he's been played out of positions, and it's difficult for him to do what he does best. Yeah, that is your interpretation. He looks disinterested. Like I said, when you have a mindset about certain players, okay, because you want to push your agenda, no matter what that player is going to do, you're not going to accept it. And you know that. You have a bunch of them. You have a list of players that you don't like. So it's always a mindset. It's about you, and not about like common sense and evidence. So yeah, let's move on and talk about something else, because this is a never-ending debate. With tie, it's always a never-ending debate. The only way you can move on is to say, okay, you are right. You need to go. He looks disinterested. He's not good for Chelsea. You need to go and buy world-class Salah, and then the debate is going to end there. All right, let's go. So,
We got many titles! Rory Jennings, Mr. Blocky, Antonio! Place your bets and let's get ready to rumble!
You made 3 substitutions at once in the second half.
Let's listen from the boss
how
before we
disappointed and frustrated you were with Chelsea
tonight.
No, I just wanted to give an impact from the bench. We have 5 substitutions and we wanted to use them. We have trust in the players who are on the bench, and we wanted to give fresh legs and new energy.
Okay, next question, please. I can't see anyone, so please speak on the microphone and we will try and answer.
Hello, Thomas. Can I just ask you, what do you put the defeat down to? There seemed to be an unusual lack of sharpness, of being clinical amongst your players. Was that a lack of freshness? Was it a bit of a hangover from the weekend?
No, absolutely not the weekend, because we had a day off and 2 very good training sessions yesterday. We were absolutely sharp, looked very fresh and very hungry and ready for a bounce back. I think it's very, very difficult to put on a high rhythm against a team that defends so deep. It was a bit like the completely way around, like the Manchester City game. And it was even if we defended deep against City, it was very, very difficult for them to create chances, and it was the same for us. The big difference was that we gave we had two big ball losses that cost us confidence and brought the belief back into the stadium, because like how we played and dominated in the beginning, we could have been, of course, already 1-0 behind, but 1-0 up. But this was the problem, and Manchester City scored from a set piece against us with a deflected shot. Sometimes you need this. If a team defends so deep like we did against City and like you did against us, it's very hard to find your own rhythm. But we can do better. We can do better in penetrating the last 20 meters. We were lacking, of course, runs. We were struggling to find our rhythm and to keep the belief in our structure. And once we started to do other things than we wanted to do, we did mistakes. And that cost us a bit of belief, but was no problem because they couldn't score. And then we give a cheap goal away, and then, yeah, of course, things get more complicated because suddenly every one duel is like a step closer for victory for Juventus, and it's exactly the situation that you want to avoid.
Okay, we're going to do two more.
Thomas, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Hello, Thomas?
Yeah.
You had one shot on target tonight, and there was 0 shots on target against Manchester City.
Okay, guys, so I wanted just to give you an idea about what the boss said after the game, and you can watch the press conference on the other channel, the Green Turf, if you want to. And it was interesting to listen from him, his assessment and all that. What touched me the most was, like, he said, well, literally, you don't score if you don't shoot, you know? That's what I've been saying all this time that I've been getting on Jorginho and Kovacic. You have to shoot sometimes. You can get a lot of joy by shooting because anything can happen in the box. A deflection, you know. Somebody can touch the ball in the box and you get whatever, a penalty and all that. We don't shoot. We were... I don't know what is going on with us right now, but looks like we can't find solutions anymore, and we are lacking of ideas. So it was very interesting. The problem with me on that is, yeah, you know that you have to shoot, right? If you don't shoot, you don't score. But you put people who can't shoot. How that works? Because Kova is not going to shoot, Jorginho is not going to shoot, and we all know sometimes Werner can have shooting problems. So why can't you just take a risk with some players who can shoot? Like Saúl Ñíguez, we bought him because of his long-range shot, right? Everybody said it. Everybody who saw that Saúl Ñíguez said it. How he was going to destroy the Premier League. So yeah, you say something and you also act. You need to act. You need to actually do something, you know? So that is a little contradictory about what he said here in the press conference, but okay. It is what it is. So let me go and read some of the comments here. Best one say, I think we will all have to calm down. Yeah, you can't control people's emotions after a loss. It's normal that people talk about it, get frustrated, and get out of the system. That's what football is all about. Or any sport in general. You can't control people's feelings. Let people express themselves. As long as they don't attack anybody or insult anybody or ask for the manager to go and all the blah, 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 you're all good to express your frustration. And Moreno say, Harvard, Invincible, ZH Crossing Merchant. Okay, that is your your opinion, but the same people who will worship and bow in front of a player when they score a goal are the same one to crucify them, to kill them, insult them, and call them names just after a few poor games, due to the poor form of the team in general. But I know what you mean. That's why many people call us Chelsea fans like plastics, because it's what counts for us is win. It's trophies and money and sacking and all that. So we are not like true. We don't feel the true things. We don't put ourselves in players' positions and all that. So it is what it is. It's a Chelsea thing. All right. Okay, people are not talking about the fact that Lukaku missed the chance. Werner scored on international break. What that even means. What counts in football is today. You can score 10 goals with your national team. You come to Chelsea, you do the business. You know, you can't score in the club level. And if you look at the goals that he scored on international break, man, come on. Those are the goals that he will miss, that 10 of them at Chelsea in one game. You know, type-ins always count for him. It doesn't count for Tammy Abraham for some reason. But he was poor in the international break. He was very poor, but he scored goals. Even Thomas Tuchel said it in the press conference before this one. He was in the press conference before the City game. Yeah, he said it like, yeah, he had very hard summer with the international team, but now you can see him in training, like, you know, he's getting more and more confident. So even Tuchel knows that he was very poor. Scoring a goal doesn't tell the whole story, you know. And Lukaku missed. Yeah, Lukaku missed. That is normal. Everybody can miss, but only Tammy Abraham is not allowed to miss a goal or miss a header or anything. But the chances that Lukaku missed yesterday are the chances that he will score every time, you know. He just needs like half a chance or a quarter a chance to score. But for some reason, couple games, he hasn't really been clinical. But that is normal. You're gonna go through this kind of situations. It's just a Chelsea thing that we don't understand how the world works. Everybody needs to be perfect all the time, you know. All right, what else, people? So Antonio Conte literally criticized the way Chelsea use Lukaku, but talking about Chelsea not using Lukaku the right way, that means talking to the manager, right? Yeah, talking to the manager. Oh my goodness. And that is not, I don't know, depend on how you see it. There's a little bit of truth on that, but at the end of the day, it's still the beginning. What is even frustrating here, like, it's just the beginning. We just lost two games. And everybody is in a panic mode right now. 2 games. The season's still very long. We're going to beat Juventus at home. We're going to beat other teams. We're going to qualify, no problem. We are winning the Premier League too. It's just 1 game. Why that's supposed to be like a big drama? I just don't understand Chelsea, really. Okay, people, so London is Blue is saying like every day can't be Sunday. I know what you mean. You can have also a bad Sunday, bro. But yeah, at Chelsea every day needs to be Sunday or birthday party or something, Christmas or whatever day it is. Everybody needs to be 100% every single day. We are learning. Thomas Tuchel is making mistakes, but he's gonna learn from those mistakes. Players are not performing good now. I just hope that he can learn that sometimes stop being stubborn. Sometimes just make the right decisions, okay? But for a manager, sometimes for your system to work, you have to be a little bit stubborn. Not too much, because too much is always a bad thing. But you have to balance, okay? You have to believe on your own ideas, but if they don't work in football, you don't have enough time. So you have to twist it just a little bit. Yeah, Tuchel is trying to... This is stupid. You know what I mean? This is stupid. Everybody that's saying Tuchel out, I don't know, they want attention. They are so desperate. A bunch of desperate people that just trying to create problems where there is no problem at all here. No problem at all. The same people who got Frank Lampard sacked, and I know that is another case. You can't compare them. I know what I'm gonna get in the chat, but keep it for yourself. But it always starts like this. You lose one game, you lose another one, and then people start talking nonsense. Ty, you know, I'm not into the conspiracy theories, you know. I'm not to the narrative. I'm not to the popular opinion. I'm somebody who uses evidence. Lukaku, he's not poor. Just 2 games without scoring is the end of the world, and the curse of number 9. We didn't want him. What's gonna happen if he finishes top scorer in the Premier League? Are you gonna say, "Oh, I said it"? Because you always, when something is successful, you're gonna say, "Oh, I said it." Now you are on the record saying that the number 9 jersey is cursed, and you didn't want him to take the number 9 jersey. I'm gonna keep this and save this. And when you switch, you flip-flop again and tell us, "Oh, I always knew that Lukaku was going to be a success at Chelsea." I'm gonna show you this, because this is suggesting that it's over, it's done. He's gonna flop because of the number 9. Now he's gonna continue to wear number 9, and he's going to be top scorer in the Premier League and the Champions League. And let's see what you're gonna say. I don't believe in superstitious. I believe in God. And nobody can curse a number. It's just a number. And the so-called cursed number 9, Tammy Abraham, finished with 16 goals the first season without taking a penalty, and with more than 2 months out because of injuries. Fact. If he was taking penalties, he was going to get like 22 goals, and he was going to fight with Aubameyang, and I don't know who else was, I don't know, Mo Salah or whatever in that category, wearing number 9 shirt. Okay, people, so it is better this thing happen early rather than late, guys. Completely agree with you. I said it in one of my videos. Because remember the Christmas slump? We almost like sleep at Christmas and start struggling. This time is happening earlier, so we can prepare for that. Because we still have time to correct it. So it's good. Very good point. Very good point. Because you like it or not, we're going to have hard time. Pep Guardiola lost the first game, right? Against who? Spurs. But when he won against Chelsea Football Club, he became the best in the world, and they were going to win everything and all that. Things can change very quickly in football, my friend. Okay. London is blue. I don't agree with Conte. I remember when Mourinho started to criticize him, how he was acting up, calling Mourinho little man. Well, that was different. Mourinho directly attacked him, you know, in the media and almost physically. That was something different. This time he was in the television doing some punditry, and they asked him an opinion about how to use Lukaku, and he said it, but people tried to interpret it their ways to make it that as if it was a beef between them. But he didn't say anything wrong. He didn't attack anybody. He didn't mention any name, but he said something, and people took it the way that will fit their agendas or will make newspaper sell. That's the way it is. It's business. Okay. He didn't criticize anybody. Okay, tell Conte to shut up. No, I'm not gonna tell him to shut up because it's an opinion. It's a game of opinion, you know. Football is about opinions. He didn't attack anybody. Better, Tuchel is better than him, depending on how you see it. Sometimes it's good to lose, that you can learn from it. We have been winning trophies with Tuchel. In Tuchel, we trust, blah, 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 blah. Well, that is how short our memories are as a football. What's going on here? Yeah, as football fans, we have a very short memory. If you compare the team that Antonio Conte took over 10th in the league, we didn't have any good window, edging players and some players here and there. And he put a team together that won the league without spending money. And if you compare the team that Antonio Conte took over and the one that Tuchel took over, yeah, you can say, we couldn't win, all the narratives. But the end of the day, he took over a great team, a great foundation, big names, young, talented, hope for the future. You know what I mean? So you can't really compare them. When Antonio Conte was at Chelsea Football Club, he asked for Lukaku. He got Morata. That's the difference. For Thomas Tuchel, he asked for Lukaku. He got Lukaku on top of world-class youngsters that he already got in the team. So I'm not into the insulting business. I respect both of them, but telling him to shut up and whatever and comparing him who is better just because he just won something now is so disrespectful for the man and for everything that he has done for Chelsea Football Club. Tuchel is naive, I don't know. Tuchel is going to get all kind of attacks today. So man, it's heating up. It's heating up, Chelsea fans. Relax, man, relax. Woo! For the love of God. For the love of God, man.
Introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner.
I don't have coffee. Coffee gone.
A gamer and a fighter, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 100 pounds, fighting out of Playa del Rey, California, USA, presenting the gaming and TikTok champion of the world, Rupert the Bulldog Grulla.
All right, so people, emotions are very high right now everywhere. Can you believe it? Tuchel out trending. Chelsea fans, online fans. I don't know if this is some kind of jokes or something because people are looking for attention, but it is what it is, man. Let me just go there. Okay, so we are on Twitter. Jesus. All right. We are on Twitter right now. If you don't mind, you can follow me. I will follow you back. And if you don't mind sharing my stuff, also this link, you share to your people so more people can join us in the chat or in the stream. You have, you know, I have few more videos that I made yesterday. I published it this morning, by the way. And you know, the Antonio Conte against Tuchel. The video is already up on the Green Turf channel. And this one was from yesterday after the game, my match review. And you can find many things really. And this is my response to those people. The Antonio Conte, Thomas Tuchel out people. I don't have to respond to you. And this is what I'm going to say. You can read yourself on the screen right now. This is my answer. You come outside and we can talk between men. I'm not going to say anything, but if you are a man and you say Tuchel out, come outside and let's talk between men, right? No police involved, nobody involved, just you and me. Gloves on. Let's do it. You know what I mean? That's my answer. Sick and tired of those people, man. Trophy hunters, glory hunters. You came here for money and trophies. You are not a true Chelsea fan. Fact. So, yeah, man. Like I said, you can follow me and I will follow you back. This is my page here. Let's go and see what is happening, the training and all that. Chelsea Football Club. Yeah. England. So England squad is out, huh? And I hate this. I hate it. Yeah. Mason Mount. I don't understand. Why are you putting? I can understand I can understand if you can get somebody like Chile, because he hasn't really played many games at Chelsea. You can give him a little bit of international games, but you're not even calling Chile. Let me check. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me just read this. Man. Why are you calling Mount? You know that Mount is injured, right? Why are you calling Mount? What's wrong with people? And Reece James is lucky because he's injured. I have enough, man. This international bloody break, I have enough. I'm not even going to talk about it right now because that is going to be another frustration topic. And they are showing the map from Kovacic. A map that means nothing. Statistics that means nothing. Nothing really. Turning around, having the ball, beating the pressure for what? Did you break lines? No. Did you have an assist or something? No. Did you attempt any shot or even off target? No, nothing. So what the point of having the freaking ball and doing nothing with it? Nothing. So yeah, man. This is like I said, this was going to be a therapy, you know, a therapy session here with Chelsea Football Club. And we're gonna talk about the game tomorrow in another live stream, because now I wanted just to get everything out to allow people also to express themselves, so we can move for the Saturday game, which is not going to be an easy game because Southampton always gives us a hard time. But I'm gonna talk about it next time, man. Next time. Anyways, so I don't want to go through the trending topics here on Twitter, because you know how it goes, right? So many illegal stuff, so many skin pictures on social media. So I don't want to, like, by accident scrolling down and show some bad stuff. So I'm gonna just avoid that and leave immediately, because you don't know what could happen.
You made 3 substitutions at once in the second
All right,
half.
people. So
Did
where
that
we
show
go
just
from
how
here?
disappointed and frustrated you were with Chelsea tonight?
No, I just wanted to give an impact from the bench. We have 5 substitutions and we wanted to use them. We have.
Where we go from here, people? Give me some solutions, okay? Waiting for some solutions from you guys. The problem is, well, everybody got a theory about it. Everybody got a theory where the problem is, but if you keep it simple and you think outside the box, it's not as easy as it looks on paper. You know, Harvard not helping or Hakim Ziyech not helping. It's more than that, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's an opinion. Chelsea should change the formation. To what formation is going to work? My friends, tell us what formation you wanna see. All right, we still have a few more minutes to go, and remember, I'm here for you guys. I'm here for the people. So if you ask questions, I can try to answer. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to leave. You know what I mean? So that is the problem here. You can't. Ty is suggesting something. We need to switch to 4-4-2 or 4-2-4. It's my work. All I've been saying is that I need to see a plan B and also a plan C. Because you like it or not, we're gonna get found out, and we need a plan B. This is exactly what is happening. Back then, when I was campaigning, I was deluded, right? I was called all kind of names. I don't know what I'm talking about. You can't change the winning team, blah, blah, blah. The same people now, they've been reactive. They are not proactive. I'm a proactive guy. I can see what could happen. I can prevent things before they happen. But for some people in the Chelsea community, it's just because they don't watch. First of all, they don't watch games anymore. There are a bunch of kids who are on social media all the time and watch like 15 seconds of TikTok highlight, and then they became experts. They don't watch the game. They don't even know how a game of football works. But they are the experts. They are so knowledgeable on everything because of 15 seconds. You know, when I was campaigning for the formation change, try different players, give them some playing time, you know, rotate to keep the team happy and healthy, so everybody is feeling in the same group. When I was campaigning about it, oh no, why are you complaining? You can't change the winning team. Why change of system? We are winning. So it tells you that a Chelsea Football Club is about winning. Winning, 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 and forget about anything else. It's about now. The future is going to take care of itself. Just win now at any cost. You see? If you talk about, okay, give N'Golo Kante a little bit of rest. No, 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 you can't rest Kante. He needs to be there until he got injured, for example. This is just an example. He got injured and then, oh my goodness, he's injury prone. But listen, we could have prevented this to happen, right? By giving him one more day off and not playing him in that game, so we can have him for another month. People don't think outside the box nowadays. All right. What they say, need Mount and all that. The problem we're talking, I don't even know what you mean by this tie, but the problem is we can't always say, oh, we are missing Mount. Without Mount, we can't do anything. This is the problem. We have to be like Man City or other big teams, like Real Madrid in the day. You don't feel like you are missing Mason Mount. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we need Mount, but because of the system, we could have found somebody else to do a better job in a different system than Mount. You see, if that makes sense? So we can't always say, oh, we miss Conte. We miss Mount. We can't play every single game with those players. We need to find our plan B, our plan C. So when they are not there, we switch to another plan and we look almost the same. Look at Man City. De Bruyne can be out for 2 months, no problem. They're going to score the same amount of goals, even better. Aguero, you're not playing, you are on the bench, we are the same. But at the moment, we rely too much on individuals. If Lukaku is not there, we are dead. We don't know how to play anymore. This is the danger. This is a big danger for Chelsea Football Club. We have to go through this phase of depending on individuals and create different systems that could fit everybody the right time when needed. So, all right, let me read a few more questions before I leave. Okay, let me see what's... Let Timo Werner operate from the left wing to bring speed and pass toward our opponent's defense. This is another problem, my friend. That's what I've been saying. People got theories. Remember when Timo Werner was playing as a winger, right? Under Frank Lampard, he wasn't playing as a winger. He was playing from the left-hand side, but a little bit like in the middle, kind of false nine. But everybody made a theory because it's going to fit our agendas. Right? But now he's playing the same position and people say, oh, he's not a winger anymore. It's a little bit of 9 or 10 / people try to find excuses to explain why they hate Frank Lampard and it's okay under Thomas Tuchel. This is another topic, completely biased opinion, completely double standard. But I'm not going to focus on that. Now people are talking about, oh, bring him to win as a winger again. You are the first person to complain. Werner is not a winger. Mount is not a winger. Such and such. 24/7. Campaigning. Hate. Now the guy is not there anymore. You want Timo Werner to go to the same position that you previously heard it. You see how it works? And when it comes to Callum Hudson-Odoi, when I've been saying he is not a wing back, even if he was a wing back, play him from the left-hand side, he's going to be more productive over there. Oh, no. He's a professional football player. He needs to adapt. If you want to get a chance, you need to do whatever you want. Hello? Why is that double standard? Why? Just try to play Timo Werner as a wing back and let's see how it's going to be. If you're going to have the same speech. Okay? Play Kai Havertz in a different position as a wing back or from the midfield deep box to box. Let's see if you're not going to complain about it. So, we complain depend on our agendas. Depend on what you're trying to push. But I completely understand what you're saying. And Timo Werner also, I think he's not disciplined because all the time he can't stay in one place. He's all over the place. 1 minute he's on the left, the other minute he's on the right. Half a second he's already in the middle as a number 10, dropping back. You don't even know what he's trying to do. He's not disciplined. Or probably the manager is telling him to just have that free roll. We don't know. But that is another theory and narrative, my brother. I don't know what to say about it. I respect it. Silva said we cannot just win games. All the games, that's what you mean? Somebody said that you are making a lot of sense. Brother, me, I talk a lot of sense. But in today's generation, we don't care about fact anymore. Okay? We don't care about sense. It's just about tell me what I want to know. What I want to hear. Now, the trending topic is like, oh, we have to question Thomas Tuchel. He need to go. Okay, so you try to play with your word, right? You try to switch and learn a little bit toward whatever, Tuchel out thing because it's trending. It's good for business. You have to be in the middle and see where the water is flowing so you can get subs and money and business, right? That's what people do. But for me, I'm going to tell the truth. And I know the consequence of telling the truth in this business. You know what I mean? So, you will see the same people who pumped here. Oh, he's the boss. He's, Lampard out. Thomas Tuchel, genius, Jesus, whatever. The same people, when something is not working or we have some hard time, the same people are going to flop and start attacking Thomas Tuchel because that's what we do. It's a good business. But I don't do that, man. I don't sell my soul to the devil for money. I don't. Mr. Timo said that I'm sure 4-3-3 can do it. And let me tell you what, my friend. Sometimes there is no a perfect system. No perfect system in the world. The perfect system is the system that will help you win a game of football. I have a light. This light just went off for some reason. Yeah, this is better, huh? So, the best system is the system that will give you a good result. You can park the bus like Big Sam or Jose Mourinho. You frustrate people. At the end, you nick one goal, you close the shop, game over. Good system. Because football is about the result at the end. So you can bring whatever system you want. People need to play and people need to score goals. You know what I mean? Before we were creating tons of chances, nobody to score. Now we can't even create chances. But we have somebody in front who can score. It's a Chelsea thing. When we fix one issue, another issue is going to show up. I don't understand. We don't cross balls anymore, but Lukaku is there in the box. Remember back in the day, people used to say cross and hop under Lampard. We were crossing and creating chances for fun. Tons and tons of chances. Tammy Abraham, poor. Timo Werner, poor. But we created chances. Now that we have somebody who can finish them, we don't create anymore. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Few more questions before I leave. Anybody with a question? I will appreciate that. All right, thank you. Thank you, no problem. So, what else I wanted to talk about here? This is a therapy session. Say whatever you want, just don't insult, don't attack anybody. Keep it respectful. All right. I'm about to go. If you have the last question to ask before I leave. Oh.
Let's corner! El Toro! For this legend! With you! We have many titles! Rory Jennings, Mr. Blocky, Antonio!
All right, Mr. Olamide himself said that basically I think other coaches are knowing Tuchel's tactics. Okay. Yeah, I've been saying this, man. We got found out. There's no shame by saying that. But we are lacking the plan B. Now we are rushing to find solutions during the game. But we had all the time in the world to work on other systems, use the right players, the right positions, and get some results. I hope we will learn from this, but it's just the beginning. 2 losses is not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Not the end of the world. City lost 2 games too. You know? And we're gonna lose few more goals. I don't even know how to talk anymore. I can't even talk. Okay, guys, so as you can tell, when I'm frustrated, I can't even talk. So we're gonna lose few more games instead of goals. We're gonna lose. It's a game of football, man. It's a game of football, and we're gonna lose. But the most important is the end. It's not important how it started. It's very important how it's gonna end. Everything's still in our hands. You know what I mean? We got it, man. I'm gonna remind you next May when we lift another one. Next May, when we lift another one, back to back. And when we lift another, let me show you even my Premier League trophy, but it's kind of far away. So, when we lift another one, nobody is going to remember losing against City, or losing against Juventus, or drawing against Liverpool. Calm down. We're still on it. We have just to make sure that we'll finish the last game before the international break. We finish it in style, okay? So we go on international break with some positivity, you know? Some positivity And when we come back, we're going to start destroying teams for fun. Mark my word. I'm telling you right now. Okay, Mr. Bears One, I want every Chelsea fan to be positive through this difficult time. Keep the faith, boys. This is this is the most difficult thing to do in the Chelsea community. The new Chelsea fans, very difficult to tell them to be patient because all they know is win. You know, we know how to win. We know how to sack people. We know how to bench players without any reason and buy new players. So the new generation, they don't have patience, man. This is the toughest thing to do in today's generation, telling people to wait because losing is not okay. Losing is not an option for Chelsea fans. And this is the way we are going to educate our kids. We're going to teach our kids to just win, 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 win at any cost. If you don't win and then you are good enough, we have to get rid of you. Really? But this kind of behavior is coming from our owner. You know, the owner is a billionaire. He doesn't have time to waste. You know, he got his money. He want to burn his money. He want a success right now. He doesn't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So it's about now. So everybody pretty much got that, deluded mind about how things supposed to work. That is the world of billionaire. You and me, normal people, we need time to work. You know what I mean? To make our money and save for the future and all that. We need time. But the way we've been taught in the Chelsea community from the hierarchy is that any cost you have to win and you have to win now. It affects our normal lives. That's why people are not patient. Somebody is asking, where do you get those trophies? The trophies, I order them. You can buy them from the store. They sell them in stores. Okay? It's cost a lot of money though. Depend on the size. If you have the normal size, like exact same as the Champions League, and then you have to spend more than $600 American dollar plus shipping and taxes and all that. It's a lot of money to buy a trophy. So Olamide is saying lack of mount in the Juventus match affected us a lot. Yeah, even against City, Reece James and Mason Mount missing was a bummer. And to certain extent, somebody who can create like Christian Pulisic, who can dribble past people for fun, he was missing. We lacked him. But don't you think that Kalim Hassan-Odoi from the left-hand side was going to be better? Just think about it. We can't always complain. We have also to look for solutions with what we got, you know? Just like God said to Moses, right? What you got in hand? I got nothing, God. What you got in hand? You know? Getting religious here, but sometimes you have everything in your hands, right? What you got, use what you got instead of complaining. All right, the Bears won, no problem. Come on, you Blues. We will bounce back, that's for sure. We will bounce back hopefully on Saturday because we have to win in style. Let's win in style and take a break, and then everything is going to be fine after the international break. Anyways, people, so many people in the chat. Don't forget to like or dislike for those haters and jealous and evil people. Just do what you do best because it's helped the channel. Like or dislike, it's helped a lot. So if you think that you are punishing me by putting dislike, you are helping me because it's called engagement. and it's helping me a lot. Because evil are evil. They don't need anything to hurt you. They just hate you because sometimes you are successful, you are doing something good. They are just miserable people. They just can't deal with their own lives. They just come to hate other innocent people. That's the way it is in life. So it is what it is, people. I am about to go. If you have no more questions, I will see you when I see you. Definitely tomorrow, but tonight, if we have a breaking news or something important to talk about, I can also go live and all the good stuff. Let's see here. Hudson-Odoi form is not like before. Tuchel is even using him in the wrong position. Yeah, you can only get a good form if you play games. When he's fit, he's not given a chance. When he's given a chance, he's injured or something. So it's always something with Callum Hudson-Odoi. And you can't complain about his form when he's not playing. What makes me even angrier is the fact that we blocked him from moving to Dortmund. We blocked the development of this kid. Free Callum Hudson-Odoi, please. And the way I see it, it doesn't look like it was Tuchel's decision. I think it was the board decision because they did the same under Mauricio Sarri. You know, when Bayern wanted him, the board said, you know what, you're not going anywhere. We gave him a new contract. That is the board decision. But this time, I don't think really Thomas Tuchel count on him, but he's imposed because we paid a lot of money. We don't want to look weak. We want to develop our own sometimes for the camera or whatever it is. But I think the board said, no, we're not going to loan him out. You have to deal with him. And when you tell the manager to deal with a player, well, put him on the bench and make your point. That's the way I see it, because there is no reason why this guy is not getting a chance. No reason at all. If everybody else was like doing great, you can make a case. But pretty much everybody been awful, and they've been given chances after chances, you know. Gracias San say Cristiano Ronaldo. I think you are a Man United fan. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the best one. I don't pretend to do that, my brother. That's why I'm not popular. Because why? Because I don't want to say it, man. But thank you for the compliment, anyways. I'm gonna stay faithful and try to do the right thing instead of like the business side of this, right? You know what I mean? Because if you start thinking about business and then you're not gonna be doing what you know, sometimes the truth is not good for business. Okay, let me now go because I don't have more questions. So people, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like or dislike for the haters and clowns. You can dislike or whatever you want. And for good people, my brothers and sisters and the true Chelsea fans, thumbs up, leave a comment, and I will see you when I see you. I don't know when, but